My name is Mitchell Suchner, and today I want to make a video for people that are interested in buying property at the Reef Resort. So the way that this works is kind of like a condo in a way, where when you purchase a unit, you're allowed to rent it out, and you're allowed to keep all of the profits from that rental if you own the entire unit, or if you purchase a fraction of a unit, then we will rent it out for you, and then we will take an 8% fee off of those profits. So that's kind of a brief explainer of how ownership works. Now, you might ask yourself, why would you want to own a floating house? Why would you want to invest in real estate which is not on land? Now, I want to show you, to start with, the construction that's going on here. Right here, we have our, go ahead and show this. So we have our freshwater tanks. These freshwater tanks, this is a platform which is still being built. This is going to supply fresh water to all 15 units of the resort, the 14 units plus the kitchen. The kitchen area is going to be accessible to all unit owners, and it's also going to host a seafood restaurant that we haven't named yet. So there will be a restaurant available on site, fresh water, electricity, all of the main utilities that you need when you're on land. Those will all be available out here in the ocean. Another thing that we have is we're building a breakwater. So this breakwater that you can see behind me, just the first few barrels are being put in. That is in order to protect the resort during storms. I know a lot of people have questions about typhoons. Well, we don't actually get typhoons in this area. And when we do get smaller things like tropical storms, the mountains of Samal and the mountains surrounding the Gulf of Davao actually protect the area, so there will never be any typhoon damage. But for smaller waves, like common storm waves, this breakwater that we're building will be the solution to that problem. Now, another thing that we have, because I mentioned we have a seafood restaurant, is we actually have fresh seafood. In fact, we have the freshest seafood that you're going to find anywhere. So behind me, we have this shack. This is where we store the fish food. And let me show you some of the fish that are currently growing in the resort. So now I'm here in the main area of the resort. As you can see down here, we have ketong, we have bangus that are also growing. We're eventually going to have pompano and lobster is the goal. And before we open, we should already have seaweed growing as well. So if you like guso or gulaman or lato, we can grow that here in this environment, and it will all be fresh and stored in the kitchen and served up at the restaurant. Now, in terms of the units and the status of construction, as you can see here, we have, again, all 14 units are currently being built. We have not added the furniture or the electricity yet, but the fresh water system is already working, which is why I showed you those fresh water tanks. Here we have our flooring. This is WPC decking that we've used, so this will have about a 20-year lifespan before you need to replace the decking. The platforms themselves will probably go about 30 to 40 years before then you need significant maintenance. So the annual maintenance bill is very low. Our estimate would be somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 or 40,000 pesos per year in maintenance, which is not bad at all. The units are going to come pre-furnished, rather. So you'll have all of your lights, your air conditioning, your bed, mattress, charging area for your laptop. It also comes with a tablet with Netflix installed. So again, it's all pre-furnished, so it's a very good deal. And of course, this overwater balcony that we'll show you in a minute here has some amazing views. This unit has a view of the beach on Samal Island. Let me show you another unit that has a view of Mount Apo. So we're now inside of an unfurnished, unfinished room, but I'm showing this off to you guys because I want to show you what the layout will be like, what the actual units in the water look like, and also how very stable they are. So we're out in the ocean right now, and as you can see, it's very steady, it's very stable, there's no rocking, it's very comfortable to be inside of. Right next to us here, we have the CR, and again, this is not furnished yet, but it will come with a shower, a sink, and a toilet. And the toilet has its own built-in septic tank, which will be emptied once a week. So that's kind of like an included service that comes with being in this resort that's covered by the fees that you would pay as an owner of this unit. Then over here, we would have the bed. And in this area, we would have the kitchenette. So out here in the balcony, we're going to have some porch furniture. This is an overwater balcony, so we're only about 2 or 3 feet up here, but we have open ocean right in front of us. Here's Kitapong Reef. As you can see out there where the water gets a bit lighter, that's the reef. So that's a common scuba diving area. And out in the distance, I'll clip a video in here, is the Mount Apo, which you can see from this unit. I believe that we are in unit B8 right now. I don't quite remember which one, but all of the units are numbered. And if you're interested in any particular view, if you want an island view, if you want an ocean view, just message us and let us know. Any questions you have, we're available on Messenger. Thank you.